So husband insists on eating today also, so I'm making sort of a pizza, focaccia pizza something. I made it once before. I'm attempting to make it the same. So we start off with 2 of these. These are big white beans. They drain to 230 grams each. So we're going to drain them first, if I can find my scissors. Scissors, yes. So just cut these up. And drain them in cold water, rinse them like this. I want these quite dry, so I put them on a towel. And they can sit for a while we get on with other things. Five eggs. Salt. I'd say that is a teaspoon. Vinegar. So I need 4 tablespoons of vinegar. You can do, this is just white wine, you can do apple cider if you want, or whatever, really. And we want cheese. have, of course, my favorite soda. And that is 223 grams. So let's say 200 grams. You can of course use already grated cheese, and if you want it bigger, I don't think it will make a difference in the end. This is 38% fat, and you know, we're keto, we like fat, so I wouldn't do this with, say, Parmesan or something with less fat in it, really. So mixing this well right now will make it easier down the line. So we want some fat, more fat really. So I'm going to add some butter. I don't have any butter. Okay, so maybe $122 grams, so 100-ish. That's melting. I should put the cheese away. We want some dry stuff too. This is just ordinary baking soda. We want 4 teaspoons of baking soda. And 4 tablespoons of this stuff, which I don't know what it's called in English. I'll have to look that up. And we mix that together. It's not an exact science, right? So my butter is melting. Let me turn that off. We should probably put the oven on for a while. And I need the stuff for this one. This isn't actually a knife, it's a whisk, because we don't really want to make the pieces too small, just smaller, really. And I also need the lid for that thing. So where is that? It's in here now. Husband did the dishes. I don't know where he put it. Got it. So beans, right? About half now. It's not finely, whatever, it's smaller but not disintegrated. So the last beans. It's really awfully dry in there. So I'm just going to put some of this in, not all of it, some, to loosen it up. That wasn't enough, so it takes some more. In places, so that's enough. We got slightly cooled butter here. Just put that in there, and then we put the two together. again, mixing this well now will make it easier later. Some beans are still quite whole. That's completely okay. So now we want the plot. This is called long panna in Swedish, right? Paper. That's not a whole lot of paper, not good. There. Now, this. And this is where we have to be fast. See, it's quite doughy already. And now we put this in, it will turn into a dough real quick. Quite firm dough. And it will be easier in the end, again, if you just whack it onto the plate, to the tray, while it's not super firm. You just try to make it even in the thickness. And it's firming up. As we speak. So you can use a rolling pin if you want, but I find it easier to feel the thickness without the rolling pin, really. Yes, maybe trim the sides if you're fussy, which I'm really not, so I don't know why I'm doing it. The oven temperature should be 200 centigrade, of course. I have a fan oven, so if you don't have a fan in your oven, maybe 220 or so. And we're going to bake it for 10-15 minutes. 12 to start with, yes? So I need to grate more cheese because I want cheese on this. So more cheese, right? You can put anything you like really on top of this. We like cheese, we have some ham, we have some shrimp today. We have mozzarella cheese and we're going to put that on too. And tomatoes, onions. I'll see what I can whip up. But we want fat, right? So use a fatty cheese. That melts well. So that probably isn't enough. There, that'll do. And ham. Keep the ordinary smoked ham for sandwiches. It's been in the freezer, so it's quite wet, but I folded it just like that, and try to separate the pieces a little. At least. If you don't want ham, you can use pancetta, or bacon, or sausage, or chicken, or whatever, really. Or just put cheese on, and it still will be good, I promise. So we want some red onion, or yellow onions, or silver onions, or what onions you like. We like red onions. Thinly sliced. And yes, we like red onions quite a lot. mozzarella. We have mozzarella. Actual real buffalo mozzarella. It's quite wet today, so I'm just trying to squeeze it just a little. Some are wet, some are don't wet. I don't know why. Smell nice. So just break those up and then spread them on the pizza, right? We want tomatoes. So I'm just going to use a can and do nothing with it. Just, well, open it. Oh, that was dangerous. So everything is prepared for when the pizza comes. Well, the pizza dough comes out from the oven in 5 minutes or so. I will try to clear up some and I'll get back to you. It's now been 10 minutes and I would say it's ready to come out. See, it's slightly brownish and sort of not tacky. So put tomato on, and of course it's good if it's not cold, like tomatoes from the fridge or something like that. So, or you can use ketchup or chili sauce or fresh tomatoes, but then I would put them on top of the cheese. Puree would work also, tomato puree. Husband usually makes pizza sauce with tomato puree and olive oil. I just can't be bothered. I do want some black pepper though. And maybe, just maybe, some oregano underneath the cheese, right? So cheese. And some more cheese. Some ham. Now resist the urge, I say, resist the urge to put too much on. You don't want filling with pizza, you want pizza with filling, toppings, right? And there. Ready for the oven again for a few minutes, just until the cheese is melted and it looks gorgeous, right? So I would say 5 minutes. But you know, you have to try. Every oven is different. It has now been 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and another 2 minutes. So the cheese is melted and it's slightly browning in some places, but you really don't want it any browner because the mozzarella releases fluids when it's too hot, and there is some goo on the edge. So husband really wanted shrimp on. I'm allergic to fresh shrimp, so we're using from the these. They've been drained and you do not want to put them on before you put the pizza in the oven the second time. They'll just sit on here, gain some heat from the pizza. If you put them on before, they will be all rubbery and disgusting, so don't do that. It really should sit here for a few minutes before I slice the thing up in their hot pan. So I'll just show you the end result in a couple of minutes. It has been 10 minutes-ish. And I'm going to cut it up and eat. It isn't quite cool to the touch, so right. After that bowl, I am simply just cutting into rectangular or maybe square pieces. I think rectangular is good, right? Okay, so no, I don't have a spatula, but you can see it's bready. It's not really, you know, it will do just as good tomorrow, heated. And this is the most like regular pizza that I have had keto since I started eating keto 6.5 years ago. And trust me, I tried every recipe that hasn't got almond flour in it because I'm allergic to almonds, right? So I'm going to eat this and maybe another piece for dinner today.